I look forward to the rest of the tournament.
Cool, Blind. All right, yeah, take her easy.
Yeah, will do.
See ya.
Enjoy.
Oh, will do. And we are off and running. Daswildebeest has some kind of businessman avatar. That's exciting. Everybody else is Cadence. So we got a bunch of Cadences and a businessman. I am already struggling pretty hard with his his stream is up and running. We are good to go. How are you doing?
Good. Do you happen to have a quick link to that I could watch on?
VOD link. So I actually watch them all on their popped out stream. So it's hard for me to link that.
Alright. Yeah,
but if you want to pull it up, Khadgar, and then maybe someone in chat. I'm sure someone in chat is using that. So if they can pull it up or send it my way, that would be great. I've got it right here for you. Will is such a boss. So I'm going to post it in our commentator's booth. And you can
okay, sweet. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Yeah, it just takes a second to get all the names, but I could get there eventually.
Yeah, it would take a little while. And I'm getting some mad buffering on 2 of the streams here, both Daswildebeest and 910 Dan. So, do you know anything about these racers?
I don't know about the racers. Like, I'm kind of iffy on like the necrodancer scene. I hop into streams every once in a while when I can. The only name I am actually familiar with in these is 910 Dan.
All right. I don't know 910 Dan all that much. I've seen his name around. I believe he spent a little bit of time in the SRL channel.
Oh yeah, I think that might be where I know his name.
A television. I'm just reading chat here, talking about a television show called Elad Doesn't Understand, and this week's topic is curvatures. Oh, good times. Nice.
Pretty sure they don't teach a specific class on it, so how are you supposed to know?
Yeah, come on, guys. I want my. I don't know. A class on curvatures might be. That'd be an interesting class. Anyways.
Yeah.
Isn't that some kind of math? I don't know. Elad doesn't understand.
Science, something there.
Something. Anyway, RayofRaikou has a blunderbuss, so the blunderbuss run is on. So we get some blunderbuss hype there. Of course, he needs to finish this run to get. If he gets the first one, then Blind Umpire is going to give him 20. I'm going to give him 20, and so he'll get a cool $40 dues from.
I can throw in 5. That's what I could do for being poor.
There you go. We got the poor fund coming in hot with a $5 there from
College
Bentley.
fund.
That's amazing. College fund. That's amazing. You don't feel obligated, but if you're willing, that's
I
totally
don't mind.
cool.
Like, it's all fun. Entertainment for everyone. Well, I don't know the word.
Put a little risk on the line.
Incentive, that's what it is. A little incentive to do something a different way.
Yeah, blunderbuss is pretty cool, but he is sporting only a heart and a half, and that is not a lot of life. Yeah. It's hard to not get hit with the blunderbuss. Yeah, absolutely. All right, and we got everybody on zone 2 pretty much. Daswildebeest is pretty close as well to zone 2. I am getting some wicked buffering though. Actually, I think everybody but Shudy, who is my Japanese racer, is buffering, which is surprising.
Yeah, mine's looking fine so far.
Apparently Raikou speaks Japanese, and so he is rendering our translator Zephyr not useful. Salty about that. No, we'll keep Zephyr. We like Zephyr.
Yeah.
But that's pretty funny.
More friends.
Yeah. Absolutely. The more the merrier. That's pretty cool, though.
Make this a bit easier so I can actually read some chat.
Yeah, Steak has, Rattata has cleared the blunderbuss. Rattata, I believe, I gave $20 to in the past.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, at this point, I'm a little confused or concerned. Oh, it looks like Daswildebeest died. I really can't tell what's happening because there's so much buffering.
Yeah, I saw him on Zone 1, just a second ago, but I didn't quite see what it was.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Apparently, Daswildebeest is streaming at 3,500 bit rate, which is so high. That's so unnecessarily high for necrodancers. So he's going to bring that down on the next race. We're going to get our refs to talk to him. But yeah, that is murdering my poor Canadian internet. The maple syrup can't handle it. It's getting all saucy. Yeah, we use that as a medium for transferring information here in Canada. Is maple syrup. The heads up.
Nice. I feel like it should be everywhere. That stuff is tasty.
It's delicious. I would love to just like trip and fall on the street and then be like, oh, a puddle of maple syrup. Nom 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 nom. I mean, that would be amazing, right?
Gotta question why I got there, but of course you have to indulge in it.
No, if it's everywhere, it's Canada, right?
Oh,
Falls from the skies. It pours out of trees. I mean, it does pour out of trees. It's pretty weird.
That is fact.
Anyways, guys, we're all having a good time here. Let's keep things going. And Raikou getting a little bounced around. That kickback on that blunderbuss is mighty. And and it's sending them back quite a bit. Daswildebeest's stream is dying a serious death. 910 Dan as well. I don't know what 910 is at, but things are... That sounds really gross. It sounds delicious, Zephyr. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure maple syrup is kind of like honey in that it never goes bad, right, guys? Like bees honey? That never goes bad, right?
Forever, so many years.
Didn't some dude, like, eat bee honey that was, like, found in a tomb in, like, Egypt? I think he, like, found honey in a jar.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And was just like, yeah, I found this ancient artifact, but it's honey, so I'm gonna eat it. And then he ate it, and now he's probably dead from some curse or something.
Yeah, that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
Not because the honey, like, lasted that long. It has to do with curses.
Moose are just corkies filled with maple syrup. Tic-tac-toe. You said my favorite thing I've ever heard in my life. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's amazing. And also, apparently, Dan is streaming at 3,000 kilobits per second. So again, sorry about that. That's kind of affecting our race here a little bit. Because, oh, and down goes Shudy. He actually dies. He had base whip somehow in zone 3. I don't know how that happens. Maybe he had glass and it broke. The blunderbuss run is still alive and well. He's got 2 hearts out of his 5, but he has that heal spell. So at this point, I'm not sure where 910 Dan is because of the buffering. But
yeah,
Raikou might want to slow down a bit.
Computer's troubled.
No, it's not you. It's the crazy bitrate. I mean, you should only stream at those bit rates.
Because I'm just running off of a Surface right now.
Off of a service? Like a
Surface,
3G?
Microsoft Surface.
Surface.
That's what I'm using at the moment, so it's having trouble keeping up with everything.
On that too? Is that even possible?
It is.
I don't know anything about that.
Barely picked up League with my friend, and it's been working just fine.
Oh, right on. That's awesome. Hey, Twag, no problem, dude. It's all about that practice. We'll probably have some more CoNDUIT boot camps in the future as well, so stay tuned to those. But thank you so much for participating. I appreciate the kind words. Raikou down! Hellhounded! Ouch. Those hellhounds, though. So I think 910 Dan has still got a run going. It's really hard to know because I think he's probably about a minute back. I mean, I could buffer, but his stream is currently running right now. I might just start
buffering.
Yeah, if you buffer and let me know if his run is still... maybe that's not a good idea. Oh, I'm pronouncing it super duper wrong. Shudy. Like Shudy. Okay.
Oh.
Got it. I will try my best to say Shudy instead of Shuddy. That's just bad because I'm English and not Japanese.
Is it loading now?
He's on 3-3 on my screen. He's got an obsidian spear, and that's pretty much it. He's got a glass shard for a shovel.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I just reloaded.
All right. So maybe it's not that bad. We'll get it all fixed up on the next race, guys, because my computer is currently trying to pull in like 10,000 kilobytes per second between these 4 racers, and seriously, I cannot handle that. If you are a racer in any of our upcoming races, please be sure to lower your bitrate. With Necrodancer, you can stream at like 600 bitrate, and it still looks just fine. I'm pretty sure Demon Hunter streams at like 500 or something, and it's totally fine, guys. I've streamed at 800. It's cool. We don't need to see the like pixels in the nose of the Minotaur. It's fine. We know he's a Minotaur. It's all good. Maybe if this was like a CS:GO tournament or something along those lines. But with Necrodancer, it's like a lo-fi game on purpose. So let's not worry about that. And Shudy goes down. Shudy's back at 1-1. We've seen quite a few deaths. Everybody was going super fast, getting to zone 3. I have no clue where Dan is right now. He's got himself a scroll of need, but his stream is completely frozen for me. Daswildebeest. Yeah, Dan 910.
Yeah, Dan, he died. He's back at zone 1. Looks like everyone is. Yeah.
No, everybody dies.
Yeah,
are we going to have no completed runs in this group? That would be something. I think at this point, whoever completes it gets a major advantage. That 3 points over everybody is huge. takes a tiny bit for all the pixels to focus when you switch levels. That's a good point. Yeah, it's like when I streamed Zelda 2. Oh, this is such a deep cut. I don't know if anybody watches Zelda 2, but whenever you cast a spell or complete a level, the entire screen flashes like a whole bunch of colors. Same as when you die, and if you stream at a low bit rate, it just turns your stream into a sloppy mess. And I think that's kind of what you're talking about there. Everybody dies, Elad 2015. Yeah, you know. It's like the remake of the REM song "Everybody Hurts," but a little more real, a little bit more real.
Don't think I've actually gotten around to hearing that.
You've never heard the? Oh man, I'm so old.
I'm not sure. Like I don't know.
Everybody
names
Hurts
of
by. Come on, that's like their #1 song, or maybe Losing My Religion. But
I don't know.
you
If
know,
I
you've
listen
heard
to
of
it,
REM,
probably
right?
be familiar or something. Yeah,
It's
just
like
off
the
top of my head.
saddest song. It's so super duper sad.
I'll have
I
to
mean,
check
Michael
that
Stipe making me cry all day, every day.
out. Elad
Anyways,
is old.
so RayofRaikou, taking out that dragon. He's got a glass rapier, mapping, and a potion, and a squagga suit, aka plate mail. That's really, really strong. The old fuddy-duddy, I'm an old coot. You saying it. Oh boy. So Ray doing bomb strats over on the conga fight. That's nice. I'm unfortunately avoiding watching the other two streams just because they are constantly frozen. I'm gonna refresh 910 Dan because he is still on that first run. I'm gonna actually refresh both of them. I have absolutely no
he's
clue
back
where
in
they
zone
are.
2. You'll be seeing all this stuff in a second.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's let's see. The most parts, kind of even around zone 2 is where everyone's at.
Okay, yeah. 910 Dan. It looks like 910 Dan is in zone 2. Daswildebeest is also in zone 2. Right at the end of zone 2 though. Shudy is dropping into zone 2, and RayofRaikou is in zone 3, 3-1. So this is again a close race. They all kind of died, and then they're all kind of back up there again. And Milt, yeah, I think REM did debut around 1893. A lot of their music was originally written on the harpsichord, I believe.
Things are awesome.
Anyone knows when the next harpsichords are amazing, of course. The next race, don't worry about being self-centered. You're racing. You have to worry about that. It'll be after this one. This is the first race still, so probably in about half an hour is the best bet, Stan. Maybe 40 minutes, exactly. All right, we are closing in on 15 minutes. I have no clue where these racers are right now.
There's so much going on.
There is so much going on, which is great, but I don't know. Now, RayofRaikou actually switched up his weapon to a obsidian longsword, which is super smart. If you've got defense, like the plate mail, and you've got a potion, ditch your glass, man. Ditch that glass, because you're gonna wanna be able to tank hits. Might as well. If you tank a hit and you lose your glass weapon, and then you're running around, you might get full surrounded, and then all that health just won't matter.
Wait, so just make sure again, me being kind of new or really new to Necrodancer, potions just revive, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Feel free to ask any questions. Of course, that's totally fine. That's part of the reason why, we have newer co-hosts on here so that they can ask all the questions that people in the channel are asking. So yes,
I will help them all.
The potion is essentially a 1-up. It's like a green mushroom.
Then keep all the hearts, fills
and
it
you
up.
keep all your hearts. Yeah, it brings everything back up to full. It essentially just like doubles your hearts up. And so, as I said earlier in one of the earlier races, empty hearts are totally fine. Like right now, RayofRaikou has 4 empty hearts, but those will be full as soon as he takes a hit. So, well, actually 2 hits because he's got the plate mail. But he is actually just cleaning up this boss here, and it looks like he's gonna manage to finish this race before the timer runs out. So RayofRaikou,
he's about in.
Boom. 3 points. Nice.
Yeah, that's one. What do we have for the other ones? Couple zone 3s.
Yeah,
zone
it looks
2.
like we've got.
Still really close.
It's super close, but there's only 30 seconds left in this race. That's a problem. So I think Daswildebeest might be the only one who's got a shot.
Yeah, he'll be close.
That is an awesome run. Nicely done. 6:30 is really, really good, Raikou. I don't think you need to be consistently below 8 minutes, Satan. I think that, Yeah, I think judging by the way the races have gone, I think like not dying is number 1 point. All right, so we hit 15 minutes there. So we're just gonna let these. Oh, so Wildebeest did complete a run. I am so sorry. We're gonna get that all switched up in a second. We're gonna have them massively drop their bit rates, and then we'll get the next race started. So it looks like it went Raikou, then Wildebeest, and unfortunately Shudy and 910Dan did not complete, though they both could have. They certainly both could have.
Overall, really close between the racers.
Absolutely. So I'm just gonna update the scoreboard, and then we'll get going on the next one. That would be,
okay, sweet.
Daswildebeest getting 2 points, and RayofRaikou getting 3. Congrats to Ray. I know he was really nervous. Pretty sure everybody I talked to was really, really nervous about this, so good job. That,
I imagine
of course,
I would be.
Helps. Yeah, not knowing much about the game would also make you probably pretty nervous. Like, I don't know what these things do. I had a racer do that. The boss, 10987, who I love. He's a wonderful human being.
I've seen that name around.
Yes. Super cool dude. Just started streaming again. He, after like a year hiatus, he came in as like a pinch runner, a pinch racer, and hadn't played the game in like somewhere on the order of like 3 or 4 patches, maybe even more than that. So he had no idea what like half the items did. All right, so I'll let them know that we're ready, but they're gonna just switch up their. Am I still looking for co-host? Are you offering Mr. Yosh? I might need a co-host for the second semifinal, or the first semifinal if Rexmore does not show up. If you'd like. Okay, it looks like 910Dan is refreshed his stream. I'm not sure if Daswildebeest has. Yeah, I didn't see it go offline.
Let's see, I thought I saw Daswildebeest. I didn't see any of the others go down.
Okay, that's good. Then 910Dan just did, so. Oh, that's absolutely true, Steak. Look at those kitty cats. Yeah, Steak is correct. They just reworked all the boss RNG, and there was a ton of items added. The boss, sadly. Oh, and Daswildebeest actually tanked a big hit right at the end of that run there, but totally was fine. Had that. He took a full heart and a half damage there from Oro Riff, but handled it.
Wow. Yeah, my best in Necrodancer. I can beat Zone 2 with a Bard.
Nice! The start.
Getting there.
This game is all about practice. Yeah, there's been many boot camps actually.
Lately it's just been busy. I see the tweets go up every once in a while. It's like, hey, there's a boot camp here. It's like, missed it.
Yeah, well, mine have been highlighted. I'm not sure. Jack of Games ran a boot camp, which was really great, and I didn't get to see Squaga's boot camp, but he also ran a boot camp. So I've seen like quite a number of boot camps. There's quite a few out there, and I think they're really valuable resources because I mean they're coming from people who know the game inside and out, and there's lots of various strats and things that you can pick up that aren't readily available. It's like what's that term? Standing on the shoulders of giants. It's like you learn these strats, and then it's so much easier for you to take them on, sort of thing. And what a find for Ray there. I wonder if he's gonna kill the Minotaur next to the. It doesn't look like he's gonna. No, he did. He could have got a glass weapon. If you kill the Minotaur next to that Shrine of Sacrifice, you get a choice of 3 glass weapons. And he found a bomb trap right next to his potion room, so he just got a potion, and he could have had a glass weapon, and he would have been off and running. But scratch that, made the right call here. Look what he's about to pick up. Dango, one of the best weapons in the game. That's an obsidian.
I'm a bit behind right
rapier.
now, getting everything loaded up again.
No problem. I'll just keep on commentating.
Oh, it helps me.
You know what's happening. So everybody's pretty much equal. They're all on 1-2, except for Ray's a little bit ahead and has a better weapon. So at this point, I'm giving it to Ray. He's got the best build. Though Daswildebeest just found he's got himself what is that called? A flail, and he found a glass shrine. Ooh, he just got lasered in the face. That's a very dangerous situation. If you're next to a dragon and he's in a little hole, like where the dragon can't move up or down, and he's breathing fire at you, there is nothing you can do. You have to take the hit.
Oh, wow.
Because if you attack at the dragon, he's going to hit you. If you try and walk away from the dragon, he's going to hit you. If you attack up, you're going to hit the dragon instead of moving. And so he'll blast you, and same with down. So there's literally nothing you can do when you get the dragon into that situation. So you really have to be careful.
Yeah.
We got another flail over on
for the
Shudy's.
flail.
Great question. So it's the 3 squares directly in front of you and the 2 squares directly beside you. So it does not have range, but it does a sort of sweeping motion, sort of in those squares.
Or backwards
it's a
C.
C.
Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
And what that does is it also knocks back enemies. So if you jump down like a trapdoor and there's like enemies all over the place, you can actually just kind of swipe left and right, and you'll keep bopping everybody back. So even a low damage flail is really strong because you can take on massive swarms of enemies.
Oh, since it has crowd control to it?
Yeah, because unlike the cat, it also attacks all 5 of those squares.
Oh, so, okay.
So the cat has the same range, but it only attacks one of those spots, similar to the whip.
Yeah.
Ooh, and Shudy throws down a fat-fingered bomb there.
Oh.
Always a good time, that fat-fingered bomb.
What's going on there?
Yeah, just popping that bomb down. So at this point, Ray still has... Oh, no, Ray is... Oh, wait, no. Ray's still got the lead, but Shudy is right on his tail with a far worse build. Ray has a... My goodness, that's a 7 damage lunge on that rapier. So I don't know if you know what how the rapier attack works.
I think I do. If I'm right, that's actually one of my favorite ones. It's the one that attacks like 2 in front and you move with it, right?
That's correct. So you lunge, but with the lunge, it does double damage. So if it's a base rapier, you're gonna do 2 damage, and if it's a titanium, you'll do 4. Obsidian fully charged, you'll do 6, and glass you'll do 8. But he's also
obsidian,
got the yes.
That's with the multiplier, right?
Exactly. So yeah, he's got a multiplier of 2 right now. So his lunge is going to do 4 damage, but he also has the boots of strength, so that's +1 damage on top of your multiplier. The multiplier, unless it's kind of confusing. There's a little bit of weird arithmetic with regards to the all the weapons. But the glass jaw does the double damage after all the other calculations. But all of the other things that double your damage do it just on your base weapon, and then you get the extra addition.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. Just quickly outside the game, Charles just came blasting into my room. He's my little corgi.
Charles is adorable.
He's super cute. Yeah, because that explosion, Shudy, he's got he came flying in here looking for his ball, and he just grabbed it and just beelined out of here as fast as possible. He's got business to take care of with that ball. Yeah, Shudy really needs some damage, absolutely. But Shudy has like an endgame torch and, of course, endgame food, the ham. Raise it. So other than getting that damage, Shudy is in a really good place. But of course, not having damage slows you down.
Yeah.
And that's the problem we're seeing right now. It looks like Daswildebeest died again, and I am frankly very surprised. Oh, this is a great. Watch the coins on Daswildebeest's side. Okay, it only went up to 800, but when you have a transmog shop and you have a ring of shadows, you can infinitely transmog, but you get to watch the cost of the transmog go up. And I was watching Milt run today, and he had the cost of a single transmog in the millions. He was transmogrifying so many items with the ring of shadows. He had it would have cost, once he took off the ring of shadows, it would have cost him over 1 million coins.
Wow.
It was so funny. We had a good laugh. Yeah. RayofRaikou has improved his Zone 2 routing. That's awesome. Yeah, I wonder if he watched some of the CoNDUIT boot camps. The internal mapping or the routing as Rat is talking about. And of course, Rat is an expert in this game. He is one of the best players. He just recently took all of the score world records. All of them. He has all 9 world records for score.
Wow.
Which is insane. I mean, it's not like they're just easy pickings. This is bad. Ray. Oh, that clutch shield! That clutch shield! Holy crap!
Good.
Did you see that?
I watched
that. Was ridiculous.
Yeah.
he had the... Okay. Ray is clearly, on some sort of level of meditation or something above the other racers. He's clearly very calm. To have the presence of mind to make that play is so clutch. Because he was getting stomped. He was Stomp City. And he saw that he had that, and he used that shield spell. Perfect effect. That was hype.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that was really, really nice. Wow. And this is a really close race. We got RayofRaikou on 3-2. No, 3-3. Actually, he's about to go down to his boss, so he's got a chance of getting 6, and I think definitely guaranteeing his spot in the semifinals in this second race of our third round. Shudy is actually not too far behind. Shudy needs to get on the board. Shudy will put pressure on Daswildebeest if he manages to take 2 points here. Sayatas, I can't pronounce that properly. Nice, yeah. Raikou has completed it, but saying that Raikou is probably screaming on the inside. That's true. And Shudy still has no damage, and that is problematic here.
Ooh.
And it's so interesting because 910 Dan had a really strong start in the first race, but is falling fairly far behind here. And has to defeat the first boss. Oh, and that's the worst. If you are going base dagger into your zone 1 boss, you never want to take a hit. If you take a hit, lose your coin multiplier, you do not get that flawless kill, you don't get any chests afterwards, and you're going with a base dagger into zone 2, and you don't want to do that. It is not a good time. It's a bad day.
Now I know for future reference as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was saying earlier, I think I was talking to Milt, but maybe I was just talking on stream, I don't quite recall. The fastest way to get, like, the fastest race is basically power through zone 1 with your base dagger and a bomb, kill the boss with the bomb strats, because there's always bomb strats for each boss, and then get a better weapon, and hope it's a good weapon.
Yeah.
That's the fastest strats. Oh, Shudy down! Did he get dogged? I don't know what happened there. He got fire beetled.
That beetle on him?
Ouch. What is up, Grom? How you doing? Grom. One of my faves. Grom's a cool dude. We're gonna get Grom in one of these conduits someday. Real choke to it. Aw. T. Be nice.
Then on Daswildebeest, we got that's the Ring of Phasing, right?
That is the Ring of Phasing, yep. Ring of Phasing is probably one of the most hated rings by new players. Because as soon as you learn your ability to, and there's a completed run from Daswildebeest. So now they're vying for third here, 910 Dan and Shudy, who picked up an obsidian bow. 910 Dan still rolling with that dagger, but he's got the lead right now. So he's just gotta hope he finds a good weapon.
Yeah.
I forget. Oh, yeah. So as soon as you start to sort of master dig buffering, which of course is when you need to blow a beat, you dig the wall. Or you can also attack buffer, which is basically the same thing, but you attack an enemy instead. It's a little harder to set up.
Yeah.
But it's still part of that strategy. But dig buffering gets taken away from you as soon as you pick up the Ring of Phasing. You no longer can dig. You move into the wall.
But moving into the wall couldn't always be terrible.
No, moving into the wall is fine, but if you're expecting to sort of take a beat to attack an enemy, and
right, because then it moves you out of where you want to be.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So 910 Dan is a full zone ahead of I gotta remember to do this. 910 Dan is a full zone ahead of Shudy there. I'm just putting up the standings there real quick. But that doesn't mean Shudy is down and out. Shudy has a very strong weapon, a nice torch as well. And 910 Dan does not have a very strong weapon. Gold Spear, not the greatest weapons. It only does that 1 damage. He's got the War Drum, so it allows him to get a little more damage. But of course, it takes beats to build up that damage, so...
Yeah.
And there's actually one thing I saw earlier. I think it was 910 Dan in his Zone 2. He had a situation where he could have he was right next to the stairs, and there was nothing on the stairs. If that's the case, you are completely free to jump on the stairs. Even if there's an enemy poised to attack you, you will not take damage jumping onto the staircase. So if you ever are next to the stairs and there's nothing on the stairs, you're fine. And
so
he
if the
actually,
staircase is open.
If the staircase is open, of course, yeah, you have to kill the mini boss. But he actually backed off the stairs, used his war drum, and tried to kill a brown golem. And the brown golem took however many beats it is, I forget, 7, 6, 5. I don't remember how much health they have. I think they have 9 health. So it's like 9 beats that he had to waste, where he could have already been in the floor. And that's just a matter of knowing, you know, as soon as you're on one of the 4 squares around the stairs and the stairs are open, you are safe. Now that does not apply, very importantly, to trapdoors. If you jump into a trapdoor and something is attacking that trapdoor square, you are going to take damage.
Take damage, then fall? Like normal?
Exactly, yep.
Okay.
So that you gotta watch out for.
Yeah, I'm still at
Raiku's
a point in
hands
the
will
game
inspection.
where trapdoors scare me.
That's totally understandable. I'm sure that a lot of the racers sympathize with that. But trapdoors are the key to going fast. They really are.
Like,
and you'll learn, in my opinion, Zone 2 trapdoors are the easiest, although apparently I think everyone will argue with me on that. Because Zone 3 you can kind of figure out, and then they're really easy to handle, like, because they're consistently the same way. And Zone 1 is obviously easy because you get easy mini bosses. So, and Shudy completes. No, sorry, Shudy is about to drop into Zone. Sorry, I thought that was the Zone 3 boss, but is in Zone 3 now. And 910 Dan getting rid of a jeweled dagger, which used to basically you'd get 10 times gold on the next enemy you kill. If you kill an enemy with your next hit, it's kind of convoluted. But that got switched, and now it just does straight up 5 damage. It's just a 5 damage dagger, and he got rid of it for the titanium longsword, which is a good. And I think 910 Dan's got to start moving. Yeah, he's taking that trapdoor. This is a scary trapdoor, but he's handling it very nicely because it was a bat, so that's no big deal. So now it's on to Shudy to try and find some trapdoors and catch up. But I don't know if he's gonna do it, especially since he's fighting Coral Rift, one of the easiest bosses, and he can just use a bomb strat here. Oh, never mind. He used his war drum, and that is going to end this match slightly before 15 minutes. Nicely done, 910 Dan, taking that 3rd place, getting on the board, and unfortunately, Shudy has remained, what's it? Not getting a score. Why am I blanking? There is a sporting term for it that I can't think of.
Shut out?
Shut out, thank you. Yes.
I know baseball.
Yay! I don't know sports ball. Yeah. Alrighty. So we got all our racers up and ready to go. I'm gonna let them know that we are ready to go. Oh, I need to add the scores. Shoot. What was the scores? So it was I believe, was it Raikou, then Daswildebeest, then
Yes, I think
then
so.
910 Dan?
Yes.
Okay, that's confirmed from my refs. Sorry, guys. I gotta stay on the ball.
If anything's wrong, it's my fault.
No, that was confirmed, so you are correct.
Okay.
But we'll blame you anyways. All right.
That is my reason for being here, I guess.
So if I'm not mistaken, everybody just got the exact same score they just got. That was our 2nd race, right? Why am I
Yes,
totally...
that was race 2.
Oh, my brain is sputtering currently. Yeah, keep it together. Shudy's got a cursor on the screen there, but we'll let it slide.
Oh, that's
Let
not
it
mine.
slide,
Okay.
guys. Don't worry about it. Nope, not yours. Not mine either. I definitely checked, though. Okay. So yeah, everybody kind of got their score.
Doubling them all?
Yep. Oh, and Shudy goes down real quick there from a laser. So everybody doubled their score.
There it is for me. Refresh real fast.
Sure thing. So at this point, Shudy is mathematically out, though 910 Dan is not. Right. But RayofRaikou is guaranteed in, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So 910 Dan is running with a, has got the ham, but has the infinite damage with the blood weapon, and that's awesome. So basically, when you're at half a heart, your blood weapon will do infinite damage. Which obviously is pretty great, but because it's a blood weapon, after every 10th kill, you get half a heart healed, which is also great, but then you don't have the infinite damage anymore.
And
so
that's what the counter is at the bottom of the weapon, right?
Precisely. So right now I've got him at 5 kills, 4 kills. So after he kills 4 more enemies, 3 more enemies, he's gonna get a half heart heal. Now it stacks really nicely if you want to play risky with something like a blood drum or a spell that you can use for blood magic. You can keep yourself at half a heart and just kill everything infinite damage wise. Which that means like if you're, ooh, 910 Dan got a little offbeat with that dragon and ended up eating his stomp, so that hurts. Daswildebeest cleverly using the, Daswildebeest has a really strong build right now, just needs some health. Decides to change up the Glass Rapier. Interesting. Glass Rapier is probably the fastest weapon. No, not probably, is the fastest weapon. And you can see right there, jumping into a portal on Daswildebeest's side does not save you from the damage you take. And he actually got hit, which ends up, it ended up causing his Frost Charm to go off.
Oh. And what did that do?
So that freezes everything as if you cast the Scroll of Freeze. Or the Frost Scroll. Which basically freezes everything on the level for a lot of beats.
Okay, seems simple enough.
Yeah. It's really useful. So the Frost Charm basically casts that, and it casts it when you get hit. So it's a super strong safety weapon, or item, I suppose. Stake argues that the Glass Spear can be fast. That's true, because you can chuck the spear. Throwing is a recent addition that I was so happy about. I actually in the forums, before it was a thing, I wanted... Daswildebeest wasting a bomb there, not realizing that the Golem will crack open that wall for him. But he's totally fine. He's making it happen. Yeah, I was saying there should be throwing gloves, where once you have them, you can then throw any of your weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Because it'd be funny to, like, whip at somebody or something. But I like the way that it ended up going. You can throw either if it's a dagger or a spear, you can throw it.
Do any of them have different properties when they're thrown?
The spear and the daggers have no difference in their properties. They basically throw until they hit a wall, and they do the amount of damage that it is going to do, which I know is confusing, but like if it's titanium spear, it'll do 2 damage to everything it hits on the way to the wall, so it has piercing.
Oh, okay.
But if it's like an obsidian spear, depending on the charge is how much damage it'll do when you throw it.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can also buff it up. So like earlier in the race, we saw, I think it was RayofRaikou used a Giganticism Scroll, which doubles your damage, and then threw it at the king, which then made it do 4 damage instead of just 2.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Right. So yeah, you kind of can buff up the damage if you want.
Always helpful if you need to get through something and you might not survive it.
Yeah, the problem with throwing your weapon is, of course, then you don't have a weapon.
Yeah, like what happened to one of the other racers where they just kind of got trapped in a
corner.
corner.
Yeah, we're on Coral Rift, threw the weapon, didn't calculate it properly, and had not enough damage, and had to go try and collect the weapon, but there was water everywhere. Blunderbuss! Yeah. RayofRaikou has found another blunderbuss. That's the second blunderbuss for Ray, and a rifle! Will he take the rifle or go with the blunderbuss? Goes for the rifle and gets enormously trolled. Oh my goodness! That was horrible. So he got his glass broken by a mimic wall going absolutely bonanza on those bounce traps, and then he couldn't escape, and he could not kill that golem fast enough. That was one of the trolliest deaths I think I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Holy crap. Oh, that was Mr. Yosh. Yeah, Mr. Yosh. That was tragic. That was tragedy. And so we got 2 racers on Zone 3. At this point, Shudy really wants to take this. That'll allow him to at least, finish with some points. Unfortunately, Shudy is eliminated, but we'll see if he can do it. And he'll certainly cause some effects to some of the other racers, I think.
Yeah.
I think that'll mean 9-10 Dan. If Shudy wins, 9-10 Dan is also eliminated, if I'm not mistaken.
Looks like they do have a bit to go before Daswildebeest.
Eat some Timbits. Am I hungry? Yeah. I've got some cookies. After the 4th round, I'm gonna take a brief break because I'm gonna need one. This is a long night. And we still have the draft coming up, which I am so super hype about. That draft is gonna be freaking cool.
When's that starting up?
So that's gonna be right before the finals.
Okay.
So we still have actually 3 more rounds to go, and then we're gonna do the draft and then the finals. It is gonna be a long night, and Shudy just gets totally mashed by those shove monsters. Of course, having titanium damage is always very deceptive with the shove monsters. because you think you can hit them, but it takes 2 hits and they'll start pushing you after that.
Yeah.
GG Wildebeest. So Wildebeest takes the first and takes 3 points. Up to 7. So it's possible that Wildebeest is actually going to get first place in this heat. Yeah, probably nerves. Needed to go up one more step there, Zephyr, into that shop. So we got mapping over on Raikou's side. He's going to have a chance to try and come back here. Unfortunately, he's a little ways behind after that really trolly death. And we got one crazy fight by 910 Dan, whipping his dagger back and forth. That was really awesome. But unfortunately, he's stuck with that dagger again. He keeps getting stuck with the dagger. You don't want to be in Zone 2 with a dagger. The range is really important. There's a lot of enemies that kind of screw you over if you don't have range. There's the wind mages, there's the armadillos, there's the mushrooms. All of those things are a lot trickier without range. Even the nightmares are a little trickier because you really have to get in their grill there to kill them.
It's still fairly even for the other 3. Like, Shudy with just a little bit behind.
Who's Shudy?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you mean between the other 2. Yeah, 910 Dan and
between the other
RayofRaikou.
2. The other 2 are pretty close.
Yeah, I'd say that at this point, Raikou's got the better build. They're both on sport and 1 damage. And I'd say that Dan is probably a little safer. He's got the armor and the potion.
Yeah.
But Raikou's got the mapping and the superior weapon. So if this was, if we're talking races, I think Raikou's got the better race strats right now.
And we have another flail.
Yeah, he's got another flail. Shudy's got a broadsword, a gold broadsword, and of course the glass torch, which is good, but control you. Because it causes everything to aggro, it causes all the wraiths to spawn. You gotta be really careful about that.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh no, and goes down with the ghost, just miscalculating that attack there. And actually with the gold, I don't know if you knew about this recent buff there, Them, but basically if you step on a pile of gold with a gold weapon, like you'll probably see it with Raikou and his gold flail. Once he steps on gold, it'll glow, and it actually does infinite damage.
That's what it does.
Yes, and so you can like one-shot death metal if you line everything up right.
Okay.
Yeah,
always be handy.
Yeah, one-shotting death metal is always a good plan. The thing about speedrun strats is it also makes the game easier, because you don't have to spend all the time fighting whatever it is and potentially messing up, right?
Yeah.
And that looked like a Nazar charm pickup from a RayofRaikou. So the Nazar charm despawns all the wraiths and wights and ghasts, which are those annoying little buggers that show up out of the blue. And that's awesome. That's super useful because they are probably the #1 way to get trolled. They will just kill you straight up.
Just out of nowhere.
Yeah, they'll just show up and you won't be able to handle them because you got too many other enemies to deal with. So. And at this point, Raikou can actually open up that crate if he just steps on the gold next to it and attacks the crate. There you go. And there was a troll skeleton in it, of course. And that's
So you
because
said
the crate is 3 health. You have to do 3 damage to open the crate. And like I said, with the gold, you get infinite damage once you step on gold. So if there's a pile of gold next to a crate, jump on the pile of gold and attack the crate, you're doing infinite damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said that the charm that Ray has makes it so the wraiths despawn, right?
Exactly.
That and the glass torch
is wonderful.
Yeah, so
yeah, that's a
spawns,
strong
right?
synergy. Absolutely, that's a good point. And actually, there are some characters that start with that Nazar charm. That's the charm that Raikou has.
Okay.
And so finding the glass torch with them is amazing because it's like insta mapping and sight. So if you're speedrunning with Bolt or Arya, glass torch is a wonderful pickup. And now we got a really bad situation for Raikou. Just getting those clappas coming in a little too hot. That shove monster. And when you can't escape because you got a flail, you're in trouble. And now it's all up to 910 Dan to take this. And so, I think at this point it's set in stone that it's going to be Daswildebeest and Raikou, right? Yeah, because the best that The best that Dan can do is 4, and the best that Shudy can do is 2. Oh, apparently Dan should have 1 point. Really?
Yeah. Wait.
I thought he completed third. I thought he came third in both races.
Yo. Hold on. Now I'm thinking, did both of them? We have 3 people complete the first race, or was it only 2? I think it might have only been 2.
Oh, I accidentally gave him an extra point.
There we go. Now we're learning to math.
Learning to math with Elad and Fem.
Yeah.
Get off your ass. Let's do some math. All right. By the way, I'm in teachers college, or will be, to teach like primary, so I'm gonna make sure to use that as much as possible.
And I'm a math major, so I'll do something with that.
Yeah, do whatever you can with it. Awesome. All right, I'm sorry, Dan. I had to subtract a point because I suck. Counting to 7 with Elad and Lee. Yeah. No, the person you want counting is Rat. We need Rat to be our Condor accountant, among other math related things. He needs to be our mathologist. That's a word, of course.
So another
Did I make
question,
you cringe?
coupon thing.
Yes.
On.
It does
What?
pretty much exactly what you'd think. You get a free item in whatever shop you use it in.
Free thing. Makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know if it works with the 910. This is a crappy fight. Oh my god. Oh, he had a potion. He would have been dead if he didn't have a potion. That was sketchy. Watch out the clapper. Oh, he's okay. He is okay. And that's Dan taking it. Grabbing that swaggy tempo up. Getting himself 2 more points. Alright, so he completes a run. Congrats to Dan. He's going to be getting 3, but he will be going home, sadly, as will Shudy. That's a bummer. What's up, Leo? Rat counting. He's trying, anyways. 2, 1, 4, 7, 6, 4. You did say 4 twice, and, well, keep trying. And down goes Raikou, Black Skeleton Mage. And at this point, I think the only one who can really complete is Shudy. Probably not, actually. There's only a minute remaining, so I'm not sure if they're calling it. Down, yep. 9-10, Dan goes down. Tragedy, but he's got a very cute kitty.
That is quite adorable.
Like, look at that patch on its head. That little patch is so cute.
Then on the leg.
Same color, different patch. Oh man, I hope its name is Patches. Patches is such an adorable name for a cat.
It should be best friends with Charles.
Yes, it should. Oh man, that's adorable.
Then there are a couple cats in chat now.
Chat cat. Woo. Awesome. Yeah, whose cats are those? Desocietas. However you pronunciate your name.
There's...
And I think we're hitting 15 here. Okay, they called it, guys. So I'm gonna start switching over the overlays real quick so that we can get things going. But it looks like it's Ray and Daswildebeest moving on. Congrats.